What is up, everybody? It is me, Zoom Plays, and welcome back to some more DDLC Side Stories. Now, in this episode, we are going to be doing Understanding Part 1. If you don't know what happened in the last episode, I am going to quickly recap it, but if you haven't seen it, then please go check it out. Links are in the description. There's a playlist as well that I'm starting for just DDLC entirely. If you want to go watch that, you guys can. But we did Trust Part 1 during the stream. We did Trust Part 2 in an episode, and now we're doing Understanding Part 1. So, yeah, enough chit chat. Let's get into the game. Alrighty. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door causing Monica and Sari to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Yuri! It is Yuri! I mean, well, it was on the thing, so it makes sense. Sari's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sari had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sari continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, Mrs. Sari, and we run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join the club. Join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Fuck, I can't speak. Oh? Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to the nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sari and this is Monica. Sari. Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle DuPont? I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. Well, I'm on her 5th book, and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really... God damn it, I can't read. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Yuri, slightly asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them. So they must be great. I am. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sari nervously says that. Sari nervously says that, nothing to herself. God damn it. Sari nervously says that, noting to herself that considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay. I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sari slightly exchanging glances. Oh my god. I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have no experience with fantasy except maybe the stuff I've read when I was a kid, but that's probably a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest. Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think that you should be more optimistic? We have to be a new club member. We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me and with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay! That's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice, I'm probably gonna need all this time I can get. She taps her fingers against the daunting, chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens, revealing Yuri. I'm back! Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates that she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and she sets the book on the desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her was just about equal to the size to the one Sayori already had on her desk. Or on Yuri's desk. Speak. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously injects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think like if we're gonna start reading together, then I would like... From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori, while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide to join the literature club? Well, I like reading, so I immediately was interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances around Monica. Monica? Monica came into my classroom and she put this flyer on my desk. Suddenly Yuri's face darkens. She shakes her head and moves. Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got so nervous I couldn't even look up. So she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here, but because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that it was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interrupt things at the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reason too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that I just have the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Well, that makes me happy. So proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before, so it's hard to find others who are into the same thing as I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. just things that you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses and a look of concern on her face. How about I tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me something you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into crafty things, like making cute little collages, or decorating things, or like cards, or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's something that's kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into right now, right? So I have to share something I'm into now, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. I am not. Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after gotten caught off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have to worry about other people. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate. Anonymously. Autonomously. I don't know what that word is. I can't speak today. Oh, for a while. When do you like to do that? It depends on my mood. After school, on weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do. If you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult to not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book? The next meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams, Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! And as Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the clubroom. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still, besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know. It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging with her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? Kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Yeah! Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way into the classroom, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri slightly nods, unable to make eye contact. Sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, Leia got overly excited to share my books, and I know how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I just got too excited. I forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. still, I think I changed my mind about the book. You don't have to read it. Oh, why? Because I know that you're just humoring me anyways. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody is truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided. I'll join the club so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have been just working on our recruitment stuff mostly, so it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this? Anyway, it's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I could do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sarah pulls her desk up to Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sari reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlasting Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry. I'm ready now. Alright. I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook Yuri grabs her spiral notebook and hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just taking notes. Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sari jokes flew completely over Yuri's head, but thinking about it, she decides that it'd probably be best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things that I have a lot of experience with. Contrary, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident, even from the 2 days I've spent here so far. My dog is playing with a penguin. That's so cute. Oh my god. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No! Sari rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After a minor diversion between them, the two got back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sari through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of the details, the races, fictions, histories, elements of magic, the more questions Sari seems to have. But despite Sari's expectations, Yuri equivalently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion towards. How do you come up with this stuff? How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, I like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just like putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But This is like, there's must be so much planning on hard work. Ah, you're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written workers, like poetry and folk songs. No way. Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we could get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, what's that? Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad that you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two begin to read, but the silence only lasts for a moment, for a few moments before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicate mean? Vindicated mean? Ah, well, it's in this context. It essentially means he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of dialogue has crucial references that require a lot of explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Your relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions had been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right here! They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. Barnes. I don't know. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions come not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we could stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book that she has gotten through. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find her words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how you get into it. How into it you get. It makes me want to keep going, doing my best. Keep doing my best, so I can see it the way you do. Relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore. That's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You're not making me. Sayori was left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun a second ago. It's my fault I said something stupid to hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing that I'm good at, and I still messed up. What if she doesn't want me to come back? What if she doesn't come back? Is that what it said? What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sari stares blankly at her desk and spread with notes. Book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left this book here, right? Right? Unless she forgot to take it with her. Ugh. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. I probably let her down so much by having the trouble of following along. Yeah. I'm sure if I was smarter, she would have been having so much more fun. I need to do this better for her. I need to do better for her. Oh! Damn. Did we get more side stories? Okay, no. Okay, we just got Understanding Part 2. Okay. Alright. So, that was Understanding Part 1. Wow. I'm trying to make up words, but I just can't. It's hard for me to. Pictures. Ooh, pictures. Oh. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I am really enjoying this this so far. I'm really enjoying this a lot, actually. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, then want to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to. You can change your mind later. And yeah. By the way, if any of you have game suggestions that you want me to play, put them in the comment section down below, and I will definitely play them. So any game, sky's the limit. So yeah. Anyways. I hope to see you very soon. I'm actually going to probably do a live stream tomorrow. So by the time this is up, I am confused. Hold on. By the time this is up, I will probably stream on Wednesday. So tomorrow I will be streaming. So if you enjoyed this, then want to check out the live stream as well. We're going to be doing more secrets. We're going to try getting the good ending and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So, yeah. Anyways, if you're excited for that, then once again, I'm going to, you know what? I'm not even going to repeat myself. You know what to do. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.